Gentlemen, 3 minutes until meditation. 3 minutes. We have 2 minutes until meditation. 2 minutes.
Testing. Someone dim the lights. Thank you. Okay, everybody. Settle into your chairs. As if you're a bird making a nest. Allow the chair to support you and surround you. And tune into your breath. In and out. In and out. And just pay attention to your breath. a thought's popped into your head, just notice it. Allow it to pass through and return your attention to your breath. Just continue releasing those thoughts. Allow them to pass. Returning the attention to the breath. Give thanks to your breath. thanks to your body. Give thanks to that which is aware of both. And slowly begin to return your awareness to your surroundings. Namaste.
Ron, I just wanted to say thank you for that meditation.
You're welcome.
Yeah, that's all. I mean, I love every meditation. I love meditating. It just felt really good today. And I needed it, so thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah,
You're welcome.
absolutely.
That's a good color for you.
Ah,
That's a really good color for you.
thank you, thank you. Yes, it's my beloved's favorite color. So this is her
And it happens to
favorite
look
too.
good on you too. Excuse me.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'll say it looks good on you. I can say you look good in it, but no,
It looks
it's all
good
good.
on me. Yeah, thank you.
You're welcome.
Morning. Good morning. Everybody ready to get on your feet? Here it is, Deb. We're on our feet.
Let's sing, let's sing. Everybody, get up on your feet. See the light in everybody you meet. Everybody, get up on your feet. See the light in everybody you meet. Let us be reminded of who we've come to be. We are love, we are one big family. Hey, hey, yeah, yeah. Hey, 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 yeah, yeah. Everybody, get up on your feet. See the light in everybody you meet. Everybody, get up on your feet. See the light in everybody you meet. Let us be reminded who we've come to be. We are love, we are one big family. Hey, hey, yeah, yeah. Hey, 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 yeah, yeah. Let us make a joyful sound. Here we stand on holy ground. Let us make a joyful sound. Here we stand on holy ground. Let us make a joyful sound. Hey, 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 hey. Everybody, get up on your feet. See the light in everybody you meet. Everybody, get up on your feet. See the light in everybody you meet. Let us be reminded who we come to be. We are love, we are one big family. Hey, hey, yeah, yeah. Hey, 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 yeah, yeah. Let us make a joyful sound. Here we stand on holy ground. Let us make a joyful sound. Here we stand on holy ground. Let us make a joyful sound. Hey, 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 hey. Everybody, get up on your feet. See the light in everybody you meet. Everybody, get up on your feet. See the light in everybody you meet. Let us be reminded who we've come to be. We are love, we are one big family. Hey, hey, yeah, yeah. Hey, 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 yeah, yeah. Hey, 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 yeah, yeah. Hey, 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 yeah, yeah.
All right. Good morning. Thank you, praise team. Oh my goodness. It feels like a party in here. Oh my goodness, what a wonderful Sunday. Thank you so much, band. Thank you so much, Valerie Joy, Margot Leduc, our incredible praise team of TJ Paganini, Suzanne Mulcahy, Renee Tobias, and Elizabeth Jade. Oh my goodness. Thank you. So wonderful. So welcome everyone to CSL San Jose, Center for Spiritual Living, San Jose. I'm so glad to see you. It's Sunday, June 9th. Can you believe it? My goodness gracious. I am Reverend Cheryl McCrary, the senior minister here, and I'm so glad to be here, so glad to see you all. So we have a lot going on today, a lot going on. We have lots of announcements, lots of everything happening. Let me tell you what's happening first, though. The first thing is we have incredible practitioners in service. Ron Wade did the meditation. He's now holding high watch there in the back. And we have the invocation. Debbie Slayton, if you'll come up and do our call to service and the invocation. Thank you.
Welcome. Take this moment to realize that we are in the flow of life, and this flow of the sound. Let it move through your body, removing any impurities, and moving right along and welcoming you here today. Join me in prayer. As we know that there is one power, one presence, one undeniable power in this universe, and it is God, captain of our ship, and we are the ship. We are carrying the cargo of God within everywhere we go. We are here to bring love, to share our love, and to find connection and community in the eyes of strangers, as well as the people sitting on your right and on your left. Know that you are a divine emanation of spirit, bringing your goodness and your grace and your courage and wisdom into the planet. Breathing the breath, that one breath of healing, of unity, and feeling that vibration that goes all the way around the planet. We are enough. We have enough. And we are so blessed in everything we are doing, all the challenges that we have, and all the successes. We have so much to be grateful for. And let us take this moment to realize that we live a life of gratitude and blessings, and then release this prayer into the action of the law, where once it is prayed, it is at home in the heart and mind of God. And repeat with me, and so it is.
Thank you, Debbie. Thank you. We are in the mind and heart of God. My name is Joel Herrera. I'm one of the spiritual practitioners here at the Centro de la Vida Espiritual San Jose, the Center for Spiritual Living San Jose. And my pronouns are he and him. We're going to have a song by our special guest artist, and I want to introduce and show a little San Jose love to you before you sing this next song called Feeling Good. Margot Leduc is that rare artist who can move seamlessly from the background into the spotlight. Ever the consummate performer, Miss Leduc, Margot, has been performing for over 20 years. She has supported artists such as Michael McDonald, Denise Williams, Jeff Ray Osborne. Margot shines in the lead as well. She has opened for Jay Leno in Las Vegas and performed, now get this, today you all are kings and queens. She's performed for the King and Queen of Norway. Yes, and we are just thrilled to have her back, so let's give some San Jose love to Margot Leduc.
Well, it's been more than 25 years. I just got to say, I'm going to be real with that. Birds flying high, you know how I feel. Sun in the sky, you know how I feel. Breeze drifting on by, you know how I feel. It's a new dawn, it's a new day, it's a new life for me. And I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good. Fish in the sea, you know how I feel. River running free, you know how I feel. Blossom on the trees, you know how I feel. It's a new dawn, it's a new day, it's a new life for me. And I'm feeling good. Dragonfly out in the sun, you know what I mean, don't you know? Butterflies all having fun, you know what I mean. Sleep in peace when the day is done, that's what I mean. And this old world is a bold world, and a new world for me, yeah, for me. Oh yeah, it's a new dawn. That's right, it's a new dawn. Right, a new dawn, a new dawn. It's a new dawn, it's a new day, it's a new life, it's a new life, it's a new dawn, it's a new day, it's a new life for me. Me. Yes. It's a new dawn, it's a new day, it's a new life, it's a new life, it's a new life, it's a new dawn, it's a new day, it's a new life for me, yeah, 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 yeah. I am free. I am free.
Thank you. Thank you, Margot. Yeah, she got us all feeling good, and I'm telling you, that's what she did to the king and queen of Norway. I'm telling you. Woo, Lord have mercy. Okay, so now it's my honor and my pleasure to introduce our band and our praise team. Let me start with the house band. Over here on piano, we have Valerie Joy Fidmont. And over here on guitar, we have Dave Mirachat. And over here on the bass guitar, Dwayne Pate. And on the skins, on the drums, we have Mr. Billy Johnson. Now the praise team, because y'all are praising and they're here to support our praising. But here we have on our praise team, Valerie Joy Fidmont. She's all over. And TJ Paganini. Yes. And we have Suzanne Mulcahy. And we have Renee Tobias and Elizabeth Jade. Woo! It's all good. It's all good. So this is the time of the service, folks, where we have something called a statement of being. We are spiritual beings, right? So we would like you to join me, and let's say that statement of being together. Okay, you're going to see it up on the screen there. So let's just follow along and put your voice, your beautiful voice, into the room. Here we go. We believe that life is good, that God is all there is, and that love is the only power. We are a welcoming and inclusive community of inspired individuals caring for and about each other and the entire planetary family, bringing the gifts of active compassion and kindness to the world. Our purpose is to transform lives, build dreams, and reveal spirit through education, music, prayer, service, generosity, and play. Okay, say something to your neighbor. Say hello and welcome to your neighbor. Feel good. Say something feeling good to your neighbor. Thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. As you go back to your neighborhood, I want to invite our spiritual director, Reverend Rochelle, up here. Oh, she's already here.
I'm here.
Rev, you just bring blessings that quick.
Yes.
We
I
get to
manifest it like that.
We manifest like that. Yes.
Please go back to your neighborhoods. Please go back to your neighborhoods. Okay, is it time for announcements?
It's time for announcements.
Okay, here we go. Here we go. Buckle up, y'all. Here we go. Okay. All right. Animal Connections meeting today, 12:15 to 1:15 in the prayer room. Where's that? The prayer
Right
chapel?
in front.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Right back there.
Yes.
All right. Hospitality team, if you feel so moved to help prepare treats for Sunday service so that we can have some sweet treats and coffee and that kind of thing after service, please see Reverend Jeff, and he will get you all signed up and ready to go with that.
And we have a walk a mile in your shoes coming up too, right?
We do have a walk-a-mile. We may need a little music for our walk-a-milers to progress to the stage, please. So can we have a little music?
It's something that's happening this Thursday, I understand.
Walk-a-mile is happening this Thursday. I'll let you take it.
Oh, okay.
Walk a mile in their shoes. Here we go.
Walk a mile in their shoes. It's this
Little
coming.
sexy music, little music.
It's this coming Thursday at 5 o'clock to 7:30 at Santana Row, and I think we're going to hear a little bit, right?
Yes.
We're going to hear. Okay, here's the microphone. Let's go. Oh, notice the heels. Notice the heels. Okay. Oh yeah, like, come on up. All right.
Okay.
Okay, who's gonna? One of y'all are gonna talk with the microphone. Who's gonna talk?
David Field is not here today. He is a little under the weather, so he's not here. So even though this is a lot of fun, Walk a Mile in Their Shoes is a fundraising event that we do to support the YWCA in helping them end domestic violence and sexual assault, which happens every few seconds to someone somewhere. And so what we do is we put on our heels, some of us, usually the gents put on their heels, the rest of us have walking shoes, and we gather at Santana Row. This year it will be on June 13th at 5 o'clock. We gather, and then we do a walk around an area in Santana Row, and we raise money for the YWCA for this very important cause. But I want to let some other folks say what their experience has been in doing this. So I will pass the microphone to Dick Garrett.
Good morning. Well, having done this walk since its inception, I can tell you overwhelmingly it has had a positive impact on me. As some of you know, I came out a couple years ago as a victim of sexual assault as a 6-year-old. And a number of you came up to me and acknowledged your experiences as well after that. And I just want to say that there are many of us that have had to walk alone, and now there's a group that takes and helps us. So please support us.
Good morning. I've been walking, 4 or 5 years in heels. And while we do it for fun, we actually, it's for a purpose. It's a very, very sad purpose, really. And, but we all come together and we enjoy the camaraderie, and that's it.
I am personally very excited to be able to come out and walk with the team this year. The first time I did this walk, we were on vacation, and I had to do it remotely from Sedona. But I did it anyway. I walked all the way up and down the main strip in Sedona, and I would actually have to point my shoes out. It was a little strange. But I'm like, this is what I'm doing. And people go, wow, I love your shoes. Last year I was going to do this with the team, and then I got COVID, which was not very exciting. So I did it remote again, and I'm very excited to come out with the team now to do this, to support this cause. Super important in the world. There are so many people who have such a hard time, victims of domestic violence, and don't know how to get out of it and need help and need support to get out of their situations. And it's something that I believe in a lot, and I'm very happy to get out there myself to support.
And before I let some other folks speak, I will say this. You may be wondering if this is your first time hearing this or experiencing this event. You may be wondering why the men have heels on. The event used to be called Walk a Mile in Her Shoes. And so the men would wear heels in solidarity for the women because it was focused on women. And the Y wisely expanded this to include all those who are challenged with or victims of domestic assault, sexual assault. So women are also involved in supporting and walking, and I'd love to hear from some of you.
Hi, my name's Audrey. And years before, I supported my husband Andy and helped him get his shoes. It was so fun last year shopping at Nordstrom's, and the salesman comes up to us and say, "Are you going to buy some shoes today?" I said, "No," and then we point to him, and he's okay. And so that being said, I walked beside my husband as a non-race walk participant, and I found out that women can also register as participating. So I registered this year, and I'll have my little flag badge or whatever as a participant in solidarity because it affects all people.
My name is Joanna, and I want to say that last year was the first time that I finally did this walk, and it's so powerful. It's so entertaining as well to see these men in amazing shoes you would not expect. Very entertaining, yes. But you can also dance before the event, but it's like it is for such a good cause to help others and raise awareness for domestic violence so we can all get better.
That's right. And there's still, if any of you want to still register, there's still time to join. The name of our team is CSLSJ.
It's the Soul Brothers,
Soul
SOLE Brothers at
so join our
CSL San
team.
Jose. Yes, thank you so much. Thank you. Gentlemen, do you need help getting down off the stage? Okay, all right, okay.
And I want to add that it's been said, but it's not only a fundraiser, F-U-N, it's also a fundraiser. So please go to the website, and we're not going to walk and contribute. It's a way San Jose, CSLSJ brings love and light. We're bringing love and light. Thank you.
Yes, and last thing I want to say about this, I want to really acknowledge and honor our beloved David Field, who is not with us today. He is under the weather. Let's just send him lots of love and light, and he leads this event, has gotten the Soul Brothers together. So David, we love you, we love you, we love you, and speedy acceleration. Yes.
Okay, how about you want to talk about the classes?
Okay, yes, so we're going to do this really quickly. We will not go through all the announcements in the booth. They're on a slide. They're also on the website. So the summer certificated courses, let me tell you what's coming up. There is the class called Roots of Science of Mind. That's going to be on Tuesday starting June 18th, and that's being taught by multiple practitioners. I think the folks teaching that are Jennifer Bick, Spencer Nassar, Elizabeth Jade, and Reverend Marsha Benkala. And Les Lindup teaching that class. Mental equivalence, I will be teaching that. If you want to manifest big change in your life, take this 5-week course. I will be teaching it every Monday, and it starts on July 1st. So every Monday in July, we will be doing that.
And then the summer certificated classes.
That's what I just
okay,
did.
Okay, great. So we have the mandalas on Monday, and we have good news. I hope you think it's good news. But the class is full, so you have to wait until the next time around. But thank you. As of this morning, Reverend Maureen just told me the class is full, mandalas on Mondays. Okay, next.
Also, Soul Collage is happening today, 12 o'clock to 3 o'clock in person here. So if you want to do that, you can write out in the social hall, find out all the details about that.
Oh, the healing sound bath.
Yes.
Oh, does that
Where's
sound
Erica?
good? I need a bath. I know I need a bath. But anyway, the healing sound
Hey,
bath.
Erica.
There you are. So talk to her the Saturday, June 15th, 6 o'clock to 7:30, and it's hybrid, okay?
Lots
Yes.
of healing.
Lots of healing.
Yes.
And
yes.
lots of bathing. Healing and bathing.
Bathing and sound.
Bathing and sound.
Bathing and sound. Yeah,
Well,
let's be clear.
it's
You
bathing.
will not be bathing in Fellowship Hall, okay?
Oh, Rev.
You will be bathing in sounds. All right. And then for one of our great summer classes, new class, Parenting Toolkit for Resilience and Sanity. Anyone need that? Okay, any parents in the house? That's going to happen on July 1st, which is a Monday from 6 to 7:30. It's online only, and you will learn some tools, somatic tools, spiritual tools, to keep your sanity while you raise your children. That's a beautiful thing.
Okay.
I think that's
I think
it for our
that's it.
announcements. And everything is online. You can check at the concierge desk or just watch the slides. All right.
Okay, well, next, y'all are going to be kings and queens, and Miss Margot is going to sing for us. And Miss Margot and team, thank you.
In the land of I am more than I have been. I am more than I will be. I am all that I am. In the land of I am more than I have been. I am more than I will be. I am all that I am. In the land of I am more than I have been. I am more than I will be. I am all that I am. In the land of I am more than I have been. I am more than I will be. I am all that I am. And the songs of all my great grandmothers and the dreams of all my great grandfathers and the way to rise beyond the pain or live, all live in me. In the land of I am more than I have been. I am more than I will be. I am all that I am. In the land of I am more than I have been. I am more than I will be. I am all that I am. And the smiles of all the unborn children and the dreams of a better day to come, and the days of heaven with the earth all live in me. All live in me. In the land of I am more than I have been. I am more than I will be. I am all that I am. In the land of I am more than I will be. I am all that I am. In the land of I am more than I have been. I am more than I will be. I am land of I am, I am. In the land of I am, I am. In the land of I am, I am. All that I am. In the land of I am. More than I have been, I am. More than I will be, I am. All that I am. All that I am. All that I am. You are, you are, you are, you are. In the land of I am, I am.
My goodness gracious. I feel my cells are alive after that, yes? Oh my goodness. Margot's incredible. The band is incredible. The music is incredible. The lyrics are incredible. Y'all are incredible. Oh, well, thank you. Thank you. Oh my goodness gracious. What'd you say, Jim? Can someone tell me what Jim said? Oh. He needs a moment, yes. I do too, thank you. I do too, yes. Oh my goodness. So beautiful to be here this morning. So the talk title, let's talk about the theme actually. The theme is a legacy living. Legacy living. We came out of last month dealing with grief and loss and how to process that. And we were dealing with the transition of our beloved Reverend Franklin. I think there was a slide that we did not acknowledge saying that his memorial service is on Saturday, June 22nd at 1 o'clock. So if you're going to be here, you'll need to RSVP. I believe there's a link on the website. Is that right, RJ? Okay, all right, there'll be a link up on Monday, so if you'll RSVP, then we'll know how much food to order for the reception. So in our beloved Reverend Franklin's transitioning, I was sharing how one of the things that struck me at his bedside, many things, but one thing that struck me is that when someone is transitioning, when you lose someone, it makes you think of how you're living. It makes you think of life, how quickly life changes, how quickly things change. And so if you're thinking about how you're living, then it's easy to then begin to think about what is the legacy I will leave behind. And though there can be all types of legacies, there can be a legacy of money, there can be a legacy of property, physical components of a legacy. What we're talking about here is really the legacy that we're leaving behind in terms of our values, in terms of our choices, in terms of the things that we care about, in terms of our spirituality, our spiritual practice. Right? These kinds of things as a legacy. And last week I suggested that you dance with legacy living. What does that look like for you? To really live with the end in mind, to live now so that you leave behind the things that you really want to leave behind versus letting life just run away with you. And then at the end, it's like, oh, I wish I had done this. I wish I had done that. Right? So we talked about how do you begin to dance with that. Today's topic is life is a banquet. Does anyone know what that's the beginning of? There's a longer quote. Anybody know this quote? Okay, so here's the whole quote. It's a little harsh, but this is what it is. Life is a banquet, and most poor suckers are starving to death. And this quote is from a movie called Auntie Mame with Rosalind Russell. And I don't know what year, this is like maybe 1958 or something like that that this movie came out. And it is like one of my top 3 favorite movies of all time. I've watched it repeatedly. I love it. I love old movies. But this particular story, Auntie Mame, is such a great metaphor. And when this topic title came to me, I decided to rewatch the movie to see why did this title come to me. So here's the story of Auntie Mame, just to sort of set this up. So Auntie Mame is this woman, her name is Mame Dennis. It's actually based on a true story. Mame Dennis, she's a wealthy bohemian New Yorker. It is in the 1920s, and in the film Auntie Mame, it's played by the actress Rosalind Russell, who was this tall, regal, beautiful woman, very smart, very witty, very snappy dialogue. And in this movie, Rosalind Russell becomes the guardian. She adopts her 9-year-old nephew, Patrick, after her very, very conservative brother passes away unexpectedly. And Mame's life is the polar opposite from her brother's life. Her brother was a conservative banker, and Mame is this bohemian that lives in this great townhouse on the Upper East Side, and she has all kinds of people at her house, and just parties one after the other, and all of these very colorful characters, and she's living life full out. In fact, the quote goes, "Life is a banquet, and most poor suckers are starving to death. You've got to live, live, live," right? You've got to live, live, live. That's what she says to her nephew frequently. And so the thing that was really interesting as I rewatched this movie, I watched it yesterday. So the thing that's interesting watching it as a child, and then watching it as an adult, and then watching it yesterday as I'm looking at this from a more spiritual perspective, if you will, the thing that was really interesting is it's also a study in inclusion in some ways. There's some definite problematic things in it. But it's also a study in inclusion because the very first scene, or one of the opening scenes, where Patrick, who's this 9-year-old, and he's with his nanny, and they show up at Mame's house, and the double doors open to this fabulous apartment, and there's a party going on, and there are all kinds of people at the party. Like, it's all different kinds of people at this party. And it's a wild party, right? There's some wild stuff happening, but there's all these kinds of people. And the tension in the movie arises as Mame is raising her nephew, and she's raising her nephew to go for it, to live full out, to be authentic, to try different things, taste different things. She calls caviar, he calls it fishberry jam, right? So she's encouraging this 9-year-old to have caviar and octopus and just try all these incredible things and meet these different people and go to different kinds of schools. And then there's this conflict is created by the banker who's the trustee to Patrick's inheritance, who wants him to live a very restricted life in restricted neighborhoods with restricted people. So it's a very interesting journey. But here's the thing, right? When we think about life as a banquet, and that movie is a lovely and delightful metaphor. But when we think about life as a banquet, what is a banquet? A banquet is a sumptuous feast, right? With all kinds of foods, tables laden heavy with food and drink and things. It is a sensual experience, a feast. A banquet. It's a lavish experience. It is an expression of abundance and overflow and wealth and prosperity when we think about a banquet. And so if life then is a banquet, if life is a banquet, spiritually what we know is this. We know that abundance is the natural order of the universe. It is the natural order. So life is truly a banquet. God has prepared a table before us that is available at all times with every type of food, every type of drink, every type of experience, everything. Life is a banquet. And it is unending. It does not run out. The blessings that God has prepared for us, that's been put in front of us, that is available to us, cannot be distinguished, or cannot be extinguished, cannot be destroyed. It goes on and on and on and on. That is the natural order. That is what we are born into. And so why, if that is true, and I'm using banquet obviously as a metaphor, so why, if that is true, do we choose not to experience or taste all of the delights or many of the delights? If that is true, why do we limit ourselves to one or two little things that we like, one or two little experiences that we like, one or two little things on that banquet, typically that we know already? Why do we do that? Why do we limit ourselves in the face of such abundance and such lavish overflow? And so there are a few things that I think that happen that make us turn away from the banquet. Many times we don't even see that there's a banquet available. And you know why we don't see it? We don't see it because we're focused on lack, right? So let's just say, this is not the way it is, but let's just say the banquet is out here, right? The banquet is all laid out here, and we're looking back here, right? Our focus is just somewhere else. And we're choosing to stay focused elsewhere versus seeing what is right in front of us, what is right available for us. Many times we are not looking towards the banquet. We're not seeing and experiencing the banquet of life because we are asleep in some way. We're either consciously choosing to be asleep and look in the opposite direction and focus on the things that we don't have, focus on what's not working, focus on what's not at the banquet. Oh, if they just had that mustard I wanted, right? Oh, if it just had this thing, right? Many times we're focused on that. And many times we may have something that's blocking our ability to even see the banquet. Maybe it's a relationship. Maybe it's a false belief. Maybe it's a group of people that are toxic and they're all looking that way, so we're looking that way too. Maybe it's our family and our friends. There's some barrier. Oh, maybe it's overworking. Maybe it's addiction. Something that has become a barrier to us really experiencing the fullness that life has to offer. Henry David Thoreau said, the mass of men, I'll say the mass of people, lead lives of quiet desperation, right? Lead lives of quiet desperation, not partaking of the banquet at all. Just going through the motions, going through however you were programmed as a kid, whatever you were told to do, whatever programming you've received from the world, you're just going through your life one day after the other, one foot in front of the other, enjoying a little minuscule part of that banquet that you already know you like, right? And why are we doing this? When really the banquet is laid before us so that we can enjoy all of the delights, all that we would want to enjoy. The banquet is laid before us with a wide variety of things so that we can partake of many different tastes, many different experiences, many different people, situations, and ways of being in life. So let's talk about how you can actually live, and partake of the banquet, shall we? So there's 3 or so things I want to share with you about how to really partake of this banquet of life. So one is just being your authentic self, really getting clear about your authentic self. What do you really like? What do you really desire? What do you really want? What do you not want? What is not working for you? What does not feel good to you? Right? And sometimes we have to experience what we don't want to know what we really want. But really getting to what is authentic in your authentic life. As I was talking to the practitioners before this talk, before we come out, I meet with the practitioners in my office, and we discuss the day's topic. And you know, one person was sharing that really understanding how they had been imprinted from their childhood, their upbringing, to live a certain way, to live a defined life, or live in a defined way. And the banquet says, hey, partake of all of life and see what works for you. Right? Being authentic means what works for me, not my parents, not my grandparents, not my race, not my gender, not what works for me. Who am I? What do I want? And so really getting clear, and that takes spiritual work to let go of the programming from our upbringing and from the world, which the world wants to put everyone in nice, neat boxes so I can understand, oh, you are this, so now I can understand who you are, right? And that dampens or lessens authenticity, right? Who are you really, despite any other thing the world has said or your upbringing? What do you really care about? What is important to you? What are your values? Why are you alive? Right? These are the questions that help you get to being your authentic self. Now, let me tell you what's not authentic, okay? What is not being authentic. So, and this is interesting in coaching with people and talking to people. So, you know, I've had clients or other people say, well, I'm just going to say what I want and say when I'm just going to speak up and say what I want whenever I want, right? That's not being authentic. That's being self-indulgent, right? So, yeah, there may be an element of as you become your authentic self that, yes, you are able to speak with more clarity, confidence, make specific requests. But just, saying whatever you want, when you want, how you want, to whoever you want is not being authentic. It's just being obnoxious. right? It's just being obnoxious, right? Giving unsolicited advice to people, right? This is you being authentic all over other people, right? Right? Giving unsolicited advice, telling people how to do stuff, being a know-it-all. That's not being authentic. That is being overbearing, okay? Right? So being authentic is really just about what is important to you, what do you care about, what lights you up, what do you not want to do anymore, what do you want to do? These are the things that are authentic. This is what authenticity is all about. And it's not static, right? People mistakenly think authentic is being static. It is not static. I am the same authentic person here as when I'm coaching an executive, as when I'm at home with my family, as when I am teaching a class. I'm the same person, right? I'm the same person that shows up. I'm not markedly different. Anyone who knows me from different parts of my life would not see me right here and go, oh my God, who is that person, right? Or anyone who knows me in my personal life, for those of you who do know me, you don't see me in my personal life and go, oh my God, who is that person, right? Being authentic means you show up as yourself appropriate to the situation, but you are in a lot of different kinds of situations. As a parent, you're authentic as a parent, you're authentic as a grandparent, you're authentic as a coach, you're authentic as a leader, right? You're the same person, and there are ways that shifts. There are ways that that the things you desire, your values, those things evolve over time. They don't stay the same. Your core values, of course, stay the same, but there are tastes that evolve over time. Maybe in the Banquet, you don't like fishberry jam when you're 20. Maybe at 50, you do like it, right? It doesn't make you inauthentic. It just means your taste evolved. Yeah, y'all following me? Okay. So the other thing that happens is once you become your authentic self and you begin living in that way, not in the ways that the world would have you live, you can then dare to live life on your own terms. Living life on your own terms, not the terms of your parents, not the terms of the world, not the terms of how you're programmed or what TV says you should do, but living life on your own terms. And that was yes, sir, Jim, thank you for being right here with me. Thank you. That's one of the things I loved about Auntie Mame, especially looking at it with these eyes, is when I looked at it, it's like, wait a second, this woman was this is like the 1920s, and she's in her middle years, I would say like in her 40s or 50s or something like that. She lives alone. She's her own person. She comes and goes as she wants. She has her own money, and she has relationships. And she gets married much later in life, and then later becomes a widow. And she lives life on her own terms, which is very rare to see that, particularly in movies. Movies are really enjoyable, but they're also designed to program us to think certain ways. And so it's really interesting to see that this movie that is talking about a woman in the 1920s who is living a very, very free life. Very, very free life, and a life that's not controlled by a lot of things around her. So this is something to really be thinking about for yourself in terms of what are the things or the people or the experiences or the ways that you want to live that you're not giving yourself permission to do right now. Because I feel like in this room right now, there's some of you who there's something coming up for you, and there's something you want to do. There's a way you want to be in the world. There's a way you want to live, and you have not given yourself permission. And I'm giving you permission right now. I'm giving you permission right now to say yes, to say yes, to say yes, to say yes, and co-create the life you actually want to live. We only get one that we remember, right? So let's live it the way that you really want to. One of the things in studies of folks who, as they're transitioning, as they're passing on, and they're asked about their regrets, one of the top regrets is not living the life they really wanted to live. They spent a lot of time living their lives for their parents and their kids and lots of other people, but not for themselves in the way they truly wanted to live. And so if we're really going to explore life as a banquet, we have got to live life on our own terms, and we only understand the terms if we understand ourselves. Because God is always saying yes, yes, yes. As soon as we decide, God says yes, yes, yes. Even before we decide, God says yes, yes, yes. So the last thing I will say is, try more variety. I invite you to try more variety. So here's the thing that's really interesting that happens at a banquet or a buffet or a feast, right? There's certain dishes, certain things we know that we love, and that's what we try. And we and if it's a cuisine that we're not familiar with on the banquet or the buffet, if there's a cuisine we're not quite familiar with, but we've had one thing, we try that one thing, right? Just that one thing. And so my invitation to you is to really expand, because here's what's true. If truly there's only one of us here, if truly God is all there is, and that God is the source of all, and that each of us is a unique expression of the one, if that's true, then what is the danger or what is the fear related to trying different things, right? To having a variety of experiences. Like, what is the danger in that? If there's only one of us here, if God is everywhere expressing as each one, then what is it that keeps us from interacting with people who are not like us, right? Having experiences that we think we will not like, right? And what happens as the world becomes more chaotic and as things appear to be more dangerous, what we do and what we're wired to do for our survival is we stay safe by staying with people just like us, who think just like us, and we don't get too far out of the bubble, right? And right now we've had the experience over years, and it's getting more and more wild, is this experience of, when we are around people who aren't like us or who don't think like us, especially as it relates to politics, say, or other things, it can get very volatile. Right, so we sort of stay away from that. But here's what I'm inviting you to do. If you're anchored and you continue to anchor by doing your spiritual work, right, by doing your prayer work, by doing your meditation, by doing your qigong and your yoga, by coming to church, by taking classes, your practitioners, all those things that we talk about all the time as part of your spiritual practice, when you begin to do that, you begin to feel safe in a world, or safer, or you have access to resources to feel peaceful and peace anchored and safe in a world that appears very chaotic. And from that place of safety, you can then reach out and try different things, have different experiences, right? It's very dangerous when we begin to cluster together in camps of people that only think like us, because then it creates an us versus them, right? It creates an us versus them. And here's the truth. There are some people that, I say this all the time, there's some people who, yes, I love you, you are an expression of God, and our relationship will be that you are the furthest away from me as possible, okay? And I can also hold that I love you and you are an expression of the divine, right? Those things can coexist, and sometimes they have to. So I'm not saying that you invite toxic people into your world or you invite chaos and argument into your world, but I am saying to really open up and go beyond your comfort zone in terms of people, in terms of experiences, in terms of places, and see how God is showing up in those places. When I worked as a coach, as an executive coach, for many years, for most of my career, for most of the people I coached were not the same race as me, typically were not the same gender, they did not have the same political beliefs, they didn't have the same theological beliefs, right? And yet I had very intimate, close relationships with people that I was working with, because there's a place where we could meet around work that we were doing together to help them level up, and it helped me level up, right? I learned from them, they learned from me. Does it mean we agree? No. Does it mean we'll ever agree? No. But the thing that I love about my life so much is that I am connected to so many people in an intimate way that would never be in a room together. And that has always been my journey. And even in high school or junior high, where there's cliques, I was never part of a clique. I was popular, but I was part of every group. I was part of multiple groups, right? I get bored when it's a lot of people who are the same. So I like a variety of people, because I just get, once it's like, oh, okay, now I'm bored. I got to go find someone else to talk to, some other experience to have. But the point I'm making is, I think there's a Rumi quote that says something like, and I'm going to change the wording a little bit, but out beyond right and left is a field, and I'll meet you there, right? And so if you're walking in oneness, if you're walking in God, you tend to attract people, and that's where you meet. I've been on so many plane rides, and when I was traveling, where I would meet people who totally different world and experience, and yet we'd have this intense connection. Some of them became friends, right? This intense connection, and our lives are very different, our beliefs are very different. But there was a place where we connected. But you have to be open to that, right? You have to be open to that and open to the variety and seeing that back of that variety is source. Is source. And so how can I be in relationship with this expression of source? And how can I be in relationship with this expression of source? And how do I interact with this expression of source? And oh, that expression of source goes over there, right? Yeah? So it doesn't mean you excuse bad behavior or excuse things that just don't work for you or violate your values. That's not what I'm saying. But it's about really opening yourself to a wide variety of the buffet that's being offered. Because if we really want a world that works for all, it starts with each of us. And if we're in our little camps, in our little cliques, and our little things, that is not going to ever create a world that works for all. It will never happen. It sounds good. It feels good while I'm surrounded by all the people who look like me, think like me, talk like me, talking about a world that works for all. It doesn't happen that way, right? So I invite you into variety, into a larger experience, so that each of us is just like little Patrick, right? Little Patrick Dennis in this movie, Auntie Mame, where those doors fly open and it's this big, colorful world of expansiveness and life happening and different kinds of people and different kinds of conversations and music happening. That is life. And it's inviting us to partake. And I invite you right now to look at your life and look at how can you partake. Right? How can you get to what's authentic for you? How can you let go of any barriers to that? How can you have more variety in your experiences? And most importantly, how can you live? Because life is for living. Life is for living. Let's turn within. And so just taking a nice deep breath here in this moment as we recognize the divine presence and knowing that this presence is life and it is whispering to each of us, live, whispering. This presence that is all powerful, this presence from which all things flow, this presence that is the all that is everywhere, that is all powerful, cannot be destroyed, cannot be stopped. Oh, how peaceful and beautiful it is to know that the all that is has laid before each of us this magnificent banquet. And there's every type of experience, everything that we could desire, things we don't even know that we desire available right here, right now. And so what I am knowing right here as I speak the word is that each one here hearing my voice, whether they hear it or not, each one saying yes to life, yes to the banquet, yes to new experiences, to new ways of being, yes to authenticity, yes to living life full out. Living lives of big joy, living lives overflowing with abundance and all needs met, living lives of healthy vitality, no matter the age, no matter the condition, no matter the diagnosis. Oh, vitality and energy, power, grace, surging right now through each individual, surging through this space, surging through this room, surging through this place, life saying yes and living itself through us. I am so grateful to speak the word this morning, to know the absolute truth. I am so grateful to know that life is indeed a banquet and that each of us is getting our fill right now. And so with a grateful heart, I release this word knowing that we are blessed and we are blessings. Knowing that as we live, we spark others to do the same thing until the entire planet is living. This is the truth that I know, and I am grateful to know it. And so knowing that this word is complete, I release it unto the law, knowing that it is fulfilled. We say together, and so it is, and so it is. Amen.
Good morning, everyone. First and foremost, thank you, Reverend Rochero, for that wonderful talk. And in that celebration for the banquet of life that we are all living, just as much a part of that is just being in that place of gratitude. And I invite you into this place with me in our offerings. And hold it to your heart if you have it available, whether it is your phone or a check or cash or whatever it is, or just a blessing. Hold that to your heart and repeat this giving affirmation with me. From the love of pure spirit within me, I bless this gift. I send it forth to heal and bless and prosper. It is evidence of my faith and my belief. It does great work in the world, and it returns to me multiplied abundantly. And so it is.
God is my source. God is my power. God gives me everything I need. So I give thanks for all my blessings. God gives me everything I need. Love is my source. Love is my power. Love gives me everything I need. So I give thanks for all my blessings. Love gives me everything I need. Joy is my source. Joy is my power. Joy gives me everything I need. So I give thanks for all my blessings. Joy gives me everything I need. Peace is my source. Peace is my power. Peace gives me everything I need. So I give thanks for all my blessings. Peace gives me everything I need. And back to God. God is my source. God is my power. God gives me everything I need. So I give thanks for all my blessings. God gives me everything I need. God gives me everything I need. God gives me everything I need.
Beautiful, fantastic. So, thank you, band and praise team. Who's here for the very first time? Raise your hand. Karen Einhaus, hey there, beautiful. Hello, welcome. I'd love to welcome Senior Minister from New Vision Center in Phoenix, Reverend Karen Einhaus. Will you stand up so everyone can say hello to you, Karen? So good to have you here, Reverend Karen. Beautiful. And for all of you who are new here, welcome. I am so glad to see you here, and you are welcome to come back. There's some delicious treats out here if you would like to fellowship and introduce yourself to me and chat with me. That would be beautiful, and you can find out more about the center as well. All right, while our children make their way down to the front, Jennifer Bick is on a retreat, and Carol Field has taken the reins. Carol, your microphone is right there. And while she's doing that, will the practitioners who are here in service will come on down to the front, please, if you're a practitioner. And let me just say to each one, if you desire prayer today, if you need some prayer, practitioners will be back there in the what we call the prayer chapel. Ron Wade is waving his hands back there at us. If you need prayer, please step over and talk to Ron, because he will, or anyone over there, any practitioner with a purple stole, and they will pray with you. All right.
Just want to say, yep, I sure do. Just want to say thank you to Nick Watchin, who served in the youth and family with the teens. Anna Marie Gonzalez, who is out in the audience because there were no babies today, but thank you for your willingness to serve. And Diane Farrington, who served with our middles. And today is Diane Farrington's final day serving in Youth and Family. This is her second stint with Youth and fourth stint. Okay, I only heard two. But Diane was the veteran on the team that came back after COVID, and Jennifer Bick really appreciated that very much. And her words, Diane, your level of calm, reliability, and preparedness in the rooms was greatly appreciated and will be missed. Thank you very much.
And Diane, these flowers are for you today to take home with you. Yes. So Debbie will take care of that, or Carol, after service. Thank you so much, Diane. Beautiful. Yes. Hello, would you like to say something?
Number blocks. I said to get number blocks and a good like.
Play number blocks? Yeah, we played Hangman.
Okay, no. Okay, there was another play Hangman. Get number blocks.
Thank you so much. Thank you for sharing what happened in Sunday school today. I appreciate it. Okay, so let's have everybody stand up. We're going to do our final song, I Release, our affirmation and our benediction, and we are out of here.
Thank you. And now for our benediction before we leave. Repeat after me. I live life as my authentic self.
I live life as my authentic self.
I live life on my own terms.
I live life on my own terms.
And Rev, I partake in the banquet of life.
I partake in the banquet of life.
Thank you. Thank you, everybody. And so it is. And so it is.